This woman is hiding in a tree hole, even though ants are crawling all over her. Face, she tries not to make a fuss as she was unlucky enough to cross paths with a very dangerous. Fortunately, Iris carries a Swiss Army knife and taking advantage of a moment of distraction from the man, grabs his seatbelt to try and immobilize him, but the car has no adjustment in the seats, which would make their action even more difficult. Despite this, Iris is strong and manages to free herself from her feet. When she confronts the man with a knife, he remains calm, injected with a muscle relaxant, which in 20 minutes will leave her completely immobile. The nearest town is at least half an hour away, and soon the effect begins. To speak out. Iris's fingers go numb, followed by her feet. With her experience in survival, she makes her way to a stream where she can cover her feet, tracks and muffle the sounds. However, the pain of the ants on her face makes her let out an involuntary scream, calling out the stalker's attention. Iris then dives into the water and lets herself be carried away by the current. Further on, she is dragged into an area of rapids and clings to a log. Manages to reach the shore, but has almost no control over his own body, just being able to hear and see what's going on around them. Then Iris hears the sound of a lawnmower approaching. As luck would have it, an elderly man found her lying in the vegetation. He realizes that although paralyzed, Iris is still conscious. Not understanding what had happened, he put her on a trolley and took her home. Just as he was about to call the police, there was a knock on the door. Iris blinks urgently, trying to warn him. When he opened the door, the elderly man saw a man with an anxious expression. Suffered a car accident and that his wife has disappeared. The story is full of flaws, but the old man disguises it and closes the door. However, the man sneaks in and sits down on the sofa, starting to talk about his life. Wife Chloe, who has a health condition that causes her to lose control of her movements at certain times. The elderly man observes the man, noticing that his nervousness reveals something suspicious.